Sunny Times takes out the second leg of the quaddie here at the Kalgoorlie Boulder Race Club, and I think there's plenty of good times to come for Mac Hall. His new owners from up north, no doubt the girls will be down here very soon, and Keshaw Duran.
Certainly the case, Tess. Didn't get things all his own way as well, as we did mention in the post-race with Kesh. Things did get a little bit hairy in terms of being able to extricate into the clear in the straight, but once the horse was able to balance up and find that galloping room, he let down like a really nice animal.
Ended up winning by about 2 lengths as well, so really interesting to see where the team head to next, and over a bit more distance as well. It could be a really, really nice galloper.
Absolutely, yes. A horse that, as you mentioned with Mac in the post-race again, a horse that they have plans for in terms of stretching him out, and the manner in which he finished off today over the mile, I wouldn't suggest it's going to be of any problem for him.
Our attention now switches to the 6th race on today's program, the penultimate event on the program here at the KBRC, the Surefire Insurance Handicap, the Class 2 over the 1200 metres. Runners aren't yet in the yard, Riley, but how do we see things playing out here?
Best bet of the daytime for me, Tess. I was pretty keen on Sunny Times in the previous. We were able to get the job done there, so hoping we can go back to back here with the sorry, I've just lost my nose there, with Twist of Gold, the mare for Peter Fernie. Her last start effort was really good. She was able to get the better of He's Angelic over the concluding stages, and as we know, that form has been made to look pretty good today as well, with He's Angelic winning earlier on the program. She showed a toughness there that I didn't know she had over the 1100 metres, given she wasn't able to find her favoured role in front. She was made to park in the breeze, but she was still too good and too strong over the concluding stages. I thought maybe she had the opportunity to lead and find the fence in front here today, and off that performance, while perhaps previously I would have been concerned with her stepping up to 1200 metres, I think she might have come back a better mare this time in.
You are tipping in some good form as well today, Riley. Shooting Kentucky up in Headland at about an $8 quote. Sunny Times $6, so hopefully Twist of Gold, although a bit shorter in the market, can get the job done here as well. Runners are in the yard, so we'll begin our preview with Furveos, Helen Harding, Ava Caterino.
First up here this afternoon, Furveos has drawn pretty wide as well in barrier 13 and has a bit of weight to carry as well. Ava Caterino takes off the 3 kilos, which is a positive. Traditionally doesn't do his best work first up, so I think he might need the run.
Twist of Gold is our favourite at $3.10. Peter Fernie, Jefferson saying.
It was a really gritty win last start by Twist of Gold, found the breeze and was too strong for He's Angelic, as we know, a winner earlier on today's program over the concluding stages. She's got a bit more toughness than I thought, this mare. It was a really, really strong performance. Thought she had the early speed to lead this from barrier 3. She was made to breeze last start, so I do think that is going to be further in her advantage. She's been a ripper little money spinner for Connections, this mare. She's had 23 career starts. She's only won 2 races, but she's finished in the minor money on 10 separate occasions, so she's never been far away. And off her last couple of runs, Tess, I just have a feeling that maybe as a 4-year-old now that she's come back in career best form this time in.
The 3 is Purple Circle, broke maiden status at start number 2 last start. Tash Faithful has a big opinion of him. Peter Fernie trains.
She does. It was an easy front-running watch last start. The maidens here at Kalgoorlie are pretty weak, albeit, Tess, but it was still a nice performance for a horse that is only going to continue to improve the more racing that he gets under his belt. This does look a little bit harder, and it does have a different setup this time around. I doubt he's able to get across and find the front, given the speed drawn underneath him from barrier 11. But he is still a 3-year-old colt, and we might get a look at his versatility this time around if he can't make his way across and find the fence.
Previewing race number 6 here at the Kalgoorlie Boulder Race Club as we welcome our racing.com viewers back to the channel here. The next horse to preview is the 4, Ultimate Paradise, Helen Harding, Zephyr Johnston Porter.
She's in some really good form at the moment. She was a winner 2 starts ago over 1200 metres, defeating Science Degree. She ran second last start over 1200 behind Precast. It looks a nice horse for Mac Hall as well. And then prior to that, she was only beaten a couple of lengths by a nice filly for the region in Carnup Queen. She's going to get a lovely run from the barrier here today. She can sit on or off the speed. She's shown her versatility this campaign already. Looks a big price at the odds, Tess. She runs for Zephyr Johnston Porter, and I thought she was one of the key players, so there is a bit of value there with her current price in the market.
The 5 is Date with the Devil, Peter Fernie, Braden Garth.
I thought the pattern was against this horse last start. He just got too far back. He's not a horse that is known for his early speed, but it was certainly an on-speed day the last time we saw this horse. And I still thought he was good, the manner in which he got home late over 1,400 metres. Has drawn wide here again today, which is a concern for mine, given how far back he is likely to get. And the fact that he is back to 1,200 metres has to be a query for mine. His only career win was over 1,400 metres. So off the setup, I'm against him here this afternoon.
The 6 is penned, Helen Harding, Luke Campbell.
Thought he was a lot better last start. I didn't mind his work late and through the line, over 1,100 metres, and that was behind Twist of Gold. He was beaten 4 lengths at the finish. The rising trip is going to suit him. Gets a senior jockey on board today as well in Luke Campbell. Can hopefully settle a pair or two closer in running from barrier 4, and can certainly see him running an improved race.
First start at Kalgoorlie today for Mavis Myrtle, the 7, Chris Willis, Alex Hearn.
She's been very well backed as well, Tess. As much as $23 was bet about Mavis Myrtle, and she's now into $6. So the punters have really zeroed in on this 3-year-old filly. Clearly didn't handle the straight racing there at Pinjarra last start. That's always a bit of a concern for some the first time they have a look down that straight. But I thought she was good the start prior in a 3-year-old no metro win contest over the 1,000 metres on a soft 7 surface when wide throughout. But she's still stuck on quite well to be only beaten 2 lengths and finishing the money at the finish there. Should land leaders back here from barrier 1, so she will get a really nice run throughout, and she's got a bit of upside, and I do think getting back to 1,200 metres is certainly a tick.
The 8 is Stryker's Gal. Steph Bakranich is flying at the moment. Troy Turner rides.
She is. Horses are running very well for Steph Bakranich at the moment. Was a strong maiden win here at Kalgoorlie 3 starts ago, defeating Vervain on that occasion, then went back to town and stuck on pretty well in a strong run Class 1 behind Repeater, who's made that form look even better with a win in Class 3 company since. I thought she was really good last start. She hit the line hard over 1,300 metres. She got a long way off the speed, but she's really attacked the line late. I like the fact that Troy Turner jumps back aboard her this afternoon. She's got a barrier to work with, importantly as well. I think she's a genuine winning chance.
The 9 is Crimo, Mac Hall, Keshro Duran.
New stable has his first run for Mac Hall this afternoon. He's been a pretty hard horse to follow over the course of his career. He's only won the 1 race from 27 career starts. Winning hasn't certainly been a strength of his over the course of that career to date. And from the barrier today, I'm just happy to have a look at him first.
Brillante is the 10, Paul Tapper, Damien Boutte.
First up this afternoon, a 3-year-old filly having her WA debut, an ex-Victorian who actually went around in a Moonee Valley Classic at Group 2 level back in October of last year, was a Wangaratta maiden winner the start prior to that. So while I will suggest that she's got some ability to work with for Paul Tapper, she is hard to line up.
The 11 is Classic Code, the stable mate, the Brillante. Paul Tapper trains, Lisa Staple rides.
She's been a bit plain since her maiden win here at Kalgoorlie over 1,100 metres. That was 3 starts ago. Her 2 runs since then haven't been overly enthusing, and I couldn't have her from that wide draw here today.
Mistress of Excess is the 12, Brett Jury, Natika Riordan.
Really disappointing at Bunbury in a Class 1 over 1,200 metres first up. That was now 38 days ago now, having her first run for Brett Drury here on the Goldfields. This time around, deserves to go around long odds from the draw.
The 13 is Blitz and Babe, Peter Fernie, Chanel Cooper.
Just hasn't seemed to have come back this time in Blitz and Babe. She's been disappointing in all of her runs this campaign, and it's a horror map for her from that barrier that she's drawn. It's tough to make a case.
The 14, Rommel's Angel, won't be going around, so we move on to the 5 in Call Time. Peter Fernie, Lucy Fiore.
Thought she was good last start. Good push from Lucy Fiore, catching up post-race earlier on the program. She can run a race here. She should enjoy a pretty similar run in transit as well from barrier 2. She got to the line well at the back end of 1,200 metres behind Precast, who's a horse that I do have an opinion of. Like the fact that the premier jockey at this meeting sticks with this horse, and it wouldn't surprise to see her run well and go close to winning.
Fiendish, the 16, will not be going around either, so we'll take a quick look at the market now. You're on top of Riley is the favourite. Twists of Gold is $3.40 into $3. Peter Fernie, Jefferson Sang hoping to go back-to-back victories for this mare. Stryker's Gal, the next best, $9.50 into $5 and shortening. As mentioned, Steph Bakranich is in some fantastic form at the moment, and no doubt Stryker's Girl will be one to watch here too. Date with the Devil, the next best, is $9.50 into $4.60, now at $6.50. Mavis Myrtle, $21 into 420, now 650. So major support there. Alex Hearn is aboard. First race start here out at Kalgoorlie and third start this preparation. Purple Circle, $3.40 out to $10 and double figures the rest. Riley, how are we seeing things play out here?
2, 8, 4 and 6, hoping the money is bang on here with Twist of Gold tests, and the form around that last start victory has only been made to look even stronger after the win of He's Angelic a bit earlier on the program. I think she's capable of finding the fence in front from that low draw, and if she's unable to do that, she's going to get a lovely run regardless. And just think off the back of her previous couple of runs, particularly off the back of her win last start, she may have just come back a stronger mare this time in at 4 years old. So pretty keen on the chances of Twist of Gold. That form looks to be terrific, as we know. From the 8 in Stryker's Gal, love the way she attacked the line last start. Troy Turner jumps back aboard from a lovely gate, and as you mentioned, Steph Bakranich's team is going super at the moment. The 4 in for third, Ultimate Paradise, very consistent galloper, has had a really good preparation for Helen Harding and has shown her versatility. She maps for a good run from the draw as well. And the 6 Penned in for fourth, who was an improver last start and can hopefully settle a pair or two closer here, like the way he got to the line late. 2, 8, 4 and 6, but was happy to make Twist of Gold the best on the program today, Tess, and she's been very well supported. She's now sub $3 into $2.90.
And you're tipping in great form today, Riley, so hopefully another winner for you as well. 2, 8, 4 and 6 here for Riley Morgan ahead of race number 6, the Surefire Insurance Handicap over the 1,200 metres. Twist of Gold, $3 is your favourite as we hand you upstairs to Royce Newton to call us home.
Thanks, Tess. Yes, runners coming forward here for the running of race 6, the Surefire Insurance Handicap. Just quickly, members jackpot raffle. The members jackpot was Merv Glasson, unfortunately not on course. Members raffle first was POF 107. Second was JR 23, number 18. And third was Mary Bodenham, number 13. They're the raffle results there. Thanks to everyone that bought a ticket, supporting the ongoing preservation of the Racing Museum here on course. So we're just awaiting Mistress of Excess. First run for Brett Drury today. Mistress of Excess will come forward and complete the line alongside Crimo. Stand by, red lights on, 1,200 ahead of them. This is race number 6. Gates fly back. Now Date with the Devil stood there and missed it. Going back, Mistress of Excess, likewise with Crimo from that wide draw. With early speed, Ultimate Paradise, but Purple Circle wants the lead. So it's going to be Purple Circle who works forward. Ultimate Paradise just kicks up and keeps him one off the fence. They were followed by Twist of Gold in the centre. Down on the inside, Mavis Myrtle and Farveos on the outside. A length then we've got Call Time, followed next of all by Penn, Stryker's Gal, midfield the fence. Now after that slow start, Date with the Devils, just worse than midfield, Classic Code, followed by the stablemate Brillante, the inside Mistress of Excess, and at the tail it's Crimo, together with Blitz and Babe. They're on the far side of the course here with 500 metres to run. Purple Circle shows out a length. Twist of Gold second. Third, Ultimate Paradise, run of the race. They were followed by Call Time, and then we had Penn to the outside with Farveos. Mavis Myrtle looking for a passage, followed next of all by Mistress of Excess inside the straight now, and it's Purple Circle. Twist of Gold, every chance. Ultimate Paradise coming through on the fence. Here's Penn down the outside with a big run today. So they're across the track, and Stryker's Gal from nowhere bursts through Penn the outside. They hit it. Stryker's Gal. Stryker's Gal's got up from Penn to Call Time. Third, Ultimate Paradise in that photo as well. Good finish. They were followed in by Twist of Gold. Purple Circle, Date with the Devil, who bombed it at the start. Crimo was next with Mavis Myrtle. Well back then to Brillante, Classic Code, Blitz and Babe, and Farveos was one of the last to greet the judge. Stryker's Gal from nowhere has emerged quickly and goes into the frame. Number 8, Stryker's Gal for Jagsy Turner. And Steph Bakranich, her hot run of form continues. And that's win number 2 today at start 16. There's been 6 runner-up efforts by this horse, but today she breaks through. Stryker's Gal for that elusive second win. She comes off a good second behind Science Degree last start, where she chased hard. But today, just waiting for clear air, burst through and gets the job done. 6 gets second. Penn, big run by this horse. Finished 4 lengths behind Twist of Gold last start. Obviously took a bit of improvement out of that. Luke Campbell in the saddle. 15 call time for Lucy Fiore. And Peter Fernie, and 4 gets 4th. That's Ultimate Paradise. So the numbers 8, 6, 15 and 4. The winning gallop 1:11.68. Stryker's Gal for Steph Bakranich. Troy Turner by Patronise from Vane Stryker, owned by the Alan R. Divatini Racing Syndicate. Also Steph herself and W. Pluske. 8, your winner from the 6. Penned, Helen Harding, Luke Campbell by Thronham from Crowell, owned by Steve Wolfe. Also N. Carter, P. Ruin and D. Houston. Third in the 15. A call time for Pete Fernie, Lucy Fiore by Sessions from Exquisite Fashion, owned by Brandon Fiore. And fourth in was the 4, Ultimate Paradise for Helen Harding and Zephan Johnston Porter. 8, 6, 15 and 4. Race 7 is next. It's the What the Chuck Handicap. Over the 1400, the scratching is number 15, Lotto. It comes out. Let's jump down into the yard for some post-race action after the winner of race number 6 is Stryker's Gal.
Thanks, Royce. Well, Stryker's Girl, I knew it would be one to watch, Riley, with how Steph Bakranich's horses are going, and absolutely flew. It was like the heavens had opened when Jagsy found a little pocket and came through for a very strong victory.
Team's going very well at the moment, Tess. You make a good point there. Steph Bakranich absolutely airborne, and I'm sure Jagsy Turner was very happy to get the call up to ride this mare here today. She's been in some terrific form, and as we can see watching the race live and the way things unfolded, Jagsy had her really coiled up in behind them and just needed a bit of luck and some room to move, and once she was able to find that gap, she let rip with a really nice turn of foot. I'll grab Troy Turner for a quick word. Sorry, Troy, after the win there of Stryker's Gal. Just made mention there to Tess, and I'm sure you were very, very happy to get the call up to ride this mare today, because Steph and her team are absolutely airborne at the moment.
Yeah, she's got a wonderful strike rate. She always has done, and she's placed this horse really well. She's with them heavy tracks down there, she probably doesn't suit her as well, but 3 times she's been up here, she's performed really well. So, yeah, well placed, and she'll probably come up again next time they race.
Gee, she was coiled up in behind them there today and looked to be really travelling, and you just needed a little bit of luck to find that gap, and once it came, she really let rip. Yeah,
she did. She gave me a good feel in the run. Just needed the brakes, which she got the brakes, and she put them away, which was encouraging.
Can you make it a race-to-race double to round out the program for your old mate Gary Bowen with Kakadu?
Yeah, it was probably a little bit unlucky last start, so hopefully we can get a better run this time.
Best of luck there and well done here.
Thank you.
There's Troy Turner combining with Steph Bakranich and Stryker's Girl. Really good result for a stable, very in red-hot form at the moment. Stryker's Girl takes out the Surefire Insurance Handicap over the 1200 metres. Numbers 8, 6, 5 and 4 here in the penultimate event at Kalgoorlie. We'll be taking a very short break now and then heading up to Port Hedland for the 6 up there.